Okay guys, today we're going to make the Coronation Quiche. We're going to make my version of the Coronation Quiche, and what's different is that I use phyllo dough instead of regular pie crust. You can use whatever you want, either way, but it comes out great with the phyllo. So you want the frosted phyllo. You want really good sharp cheddar, the best you can find. You want 4 eggs. You want 1½ cups of heavy whipping cream, salt, pepper, fresh tarragon, broad beans, very important, frozen broad beans, and spinach. That's it. I do mine in a oven-safe frying pan, but you can put it in a pie pan, you can put it in a casserole, anything that you have. So, I'll show you what to do first. Alright, in a little saucepan, we're going to put our frozen broad beans. The broad beans and spinach measurements don't really matter. It's just enough to fill the bottom of your crust, okay? So, put my broad beans in the pot. I'm going to cover these with water. And I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to bring these to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, cook them for 5 to 7 minutes. Alright, next step. I'm going to put some oil in the bottom of a frying pan. And we're going to saute down our spinach. And don't worry if your pan's overflowing, because, you know, this goes down. I use about 3/4 of a bag of spinach, and this bag is 10 ounces. So once this is cooked down a little bit, we're going to add salt and pepper. And then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so when your spinach starts to get cooked down like this, you're going to add some pepper. A little salt. Alright, some onion powder and some garlic powder. Smell the garlic. It smells really good. Alright, so when your spinach is finished, you're going to drain it, let it cool, squeeze it dry before you ever put it in your crust. So I'm going to drain it right now. Okay, same thing with the broad beans. As soon as the 5 to 7 minutes is up, drain those in a strainer. Then we're going to peel them. Okay, now we're going to grate our cheese while our fava beans cool. This is actually worse than pulling fava beans.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Actually, this one's grating nicer than the one we had last time.
They sell sharp cheddar already.
Yeah, not white. This one is definitely shredding easier than the last one. So again, you don't have to measure a lot of these ingredients. The only thing that's a definite is the eggs and the cream. The cheese, just so you have enough to coat the bottom of the quiche and more for the top. One good block of cheddar should be plenty. Will be plenty, because that's what we used last time. So as soon as the fava beans cool, we're gonna peel them and get them ready. All right, here are our broad beans. They are very funky looking, but they are so delicious. If you like edamame, you will absolutely love these things. They taste very much like edamame. So you just squeeze one side and pop them out. You can't really eat the shell because it's very, very chewy and bitter. So we were actually pleasantly surprised by the taste of these beans. So that's what you do. And when they're popped out, they look a little bit like a lima bean, like a big lima bean. And the color and taste is just like an edamame. Delicious. Okay. So after we get these all peeled, I'll be back with you to show you what to do next. Okay, in here we have 4 eggs. We're going to beat them up. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Pepper. Salt. Fresh tarragon. And we're going to beat it really good. Then we'll set this aside and assemble our quiche. Okay, we're going to start assembling our quiche. I sprayed the pan, and alright, so I'll take pieces of the cover bag over. Maybe I should go this way, make it easier. Alright, so you take your phyllo and you lay it in your pan, and you want, and hang it, let it hang over. And you want at least 6 layers. Okay. A little oil in between. Brush it around. Next layer. If it starts to fall apart and make a mess, no problem. It still comes out beautifully when it's done. I think I'll put one more piece. Alrighty. All right, that's our last piece of phyllo to go in. Now, just a little oil. Preheat your oven to 350 before you even start this. Now we're going to cover the bottom with our beautiful cheddar. You know that we thought this was really good if we're having it 2 weeks in a row. But we're having our Coronation Day celebration today. So, alright, there's our cheddar. On top of that, we're going to put our squeezed dry spinach. You can use frozen chopped spinach for this, whatever you want, as long as you squeeze it out after it's cooked. I think Donna's going to make this too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she wanted the recipe. I sent it. Then on top of our spinach, we're going to put our beautiful, well, they're not so beautiful, but they are very tasty, broad beans. I think the broad beans make it. I really do. And if you've never had them, don't be afraid. I'm telling you, they're good. Spread it out pretty evenly. Okay. Next is our cream and egg mixture. Cream, egg, and tarragon mixture. Tarragon is a beautiful aromatic spice that I love. Okay, pour it over. I'm doing this with my left hand. Okay. Top with the rest of your cheese. This is an extra sharp white cheddar. We couldn't get British cheese today, so I got an extra sharp, not Vermont, this one is a New York cheddar. You can get British cheese. Aldi usually has it, but we went to Lidl today. Alright, now you're going to take your edges and kind of roll them, fold them in kind of like this. Because you don't want the whole top of the quiche covered, so just kind of roll them over, tuck them a little bit. Okay. Put a little oil on the edge here. And brush it around. Phyllo is not that easy to work with. It dries out really fast. If you cover it with a damp towel, it'll keep it, it'll give you a little more time to work. So that's that. Now I'm just going to sprinkle a little more tarragon on top. And I'm going to put it in the oven, 350 for 45 minutes. Quick precaution, guys. Use a pan underneath your quiche so it doesn't spill all over your oven, okay? Okay, guys, there is our finished quiche out of the oven. I forgot to tell you, do not open the oven door while it's cooking because you're talking about a custard situation here. And if you open your oven door to peek, it's gonna deflate. Is that the word? It'll sink, it'll deflate. So you don't want to open your oven door while it's cooking. If you have an oven light, keep an eye on it that way. This is our finished quiche. It looks amazing. And it's got to sit for at least 15 minutes before you cut into it. We're going to serve it today with raspberries because we couldn't find a mixed fruit thing in Lidl. So, it smells pretty good. Okay. It's been resting for 15 minutes. We're going to cut into it and serve it. Smells so good. Can you smell it from there, Mom? Can you smell it, Mom? Makes a nice tall quiche in the phyllo. Really, really nice way to go. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll make it. Let me know in the comments if you did and what you thought of it. Talk to you later.
Okay, what?
Taste it and let me know what you think.
You know what I say. Absolutely delicious.
Mom?
Unusually different.
Excellent.
Usually different and excellent.
Our favorite quiche.
Huh?
Our new favorite quiche. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.